Suppose that's enough.
I might stay a while.
Well met, sir.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
You're the Arisen, aye? And here I had taken you for dead. I am to inform you that Lord Phasis requests your presence at the Forbidden Magic Research Lab. As to whether you heed him, I care not.
Much to do
My
yet.
legs are as lead.
I must clear my mind of irksome thoughts. I am proud of my devotion, as well I should be.
Where to now?
I can scarcely see a thing in the smoke.
Can that theorem be applied here?
Dull days for us are a sign.
Ah, the perfect spot to sit
I
and
knew
think
more.
a while.
Ah, Arisen. You yet live. I suspected as much, given that your pawn still remains. One might hypothesize that your pawn is sustained by your vital essence. Or perhaps something more. In any case, we ought to apprise one another of the situation. Is there aught you would know? I found the poor creature collapsed by the wayside near Batal. Recognizing your pawn, I decided to take the ailing thing into my custody. I thought it possible that the Arisen's pawn might hold the key to making sense of all this madness. Alas, try what I might, your pawn will not wake. Mayhap you will succeed where I could not. The pawn is, after all, yours to command. Ah, yes. I trust it has not escaped your notice that the end of days is upon us. After you vanished, together with the Red Dragon, the seas rose to swallow the skies. 'Twas perhaps a month from that evil day when a new calamity befell us. A host of dragons descended from the skies and fell upon the land with fang and claw. Luz the Oracle called upon me ere you arrived. As she tells it, Melve and its environs have already fallen prey to the beasts. 'Tis surely only a matter of time before the rest of the kingdom follows suit. Indeed, then I shall take my turn. In your absence, I had hoped your pawn might yield me some information. But as you have returned, I would hear the truth from your lips. Tell me, Arisen, what became of you this past month? So, following your plunge into the sea on the dragon's back, some mysterious presence reached out to you. Could that have been the World Forged? Yet why would such a being linger in those fathomless depths? I can only speculate. And speculate I shall. This ought to prove a fruitful avenue of investigation. For that, I thank you. Now, if you can find a way to end this interminable slumber, your pawn is, of course, free to rejoin you.
Oh, Master. How long I've slept. Far too long, it seems. But worry not. Now that I am awake, I shall follow wherever you lead.
Whatever our squabbles may have been, I trust you understand that setting this world to rights takes precedence.
Would that I build structure.
This headache's driving me up the wall.
We scholars must gird ourselves with knowledge. I must be the judge. Hound.
Feels eerie with no one about.
Wickedness has no hold upon a
I'm sure I can handle this. Quite sure.
Let the heavens heed us all.
Polished it this morning.
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
Could use a rest.
It's my back's not acting up today.
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
You saw the sky fall, I trust. I doubt you could have missed it. And wherever the sky falls, a dragon soon appears to lay waste to the land. Or so I had assumed, after what befell Melv. Yet aught here appears to be different. Has our ruin been forestalled, or merely postponed? I must examine that creature. It may well be the key to unraveling the origins of this cataclysm.
The direct path through the gap in those rocks is somehow obstructed. We sh-
Many paths are close to us now, on account of the dragon's descent, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction. But I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt.
I will protect you.
This is more than I wanted.
Really now? This can't be real. It can't. That's it.
This is it. Just make it quick.
That gave me a fright.
principles unproven are as dust on the wind.
There's no hope to be found where'er I turn. I near stood a chance.
Think you stand a chance? Not on your life.
You'll get what's coming to you. Suffer so.
Tremendous work!
It seems this is the only way forward. Up we go. Naught can be achieved without sacrifice.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment.
Enough, Daddy. Follow me.
You find it strange, but this is your world. Alas, yet that world you stand now, innumerable will you alone, what you see behold. Twill all as it has failed to be in the blink of an eye would advise perhaps in doing and know the how shall you fare, I wonder.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses. What has become of the world?
We've got rattlers!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. You have my protection. Well done! Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Since times of eld, remember, draconic Blood flows through the veins of... Then I bid ye farewell.
I cannot wait to put this new equipment... to use. Let us use it well, that it might prove a worthy investment.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty. A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it your burdens are shared between us pawns. A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness pawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands. How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number. Your pawn is nowhere to be seen, Master. But where would a pawn possibly go, leaving their own master behind? Perhaps this too is Lord Phasis' doing. We ought to go and speak with him at the Forbidden Magic Research Lab. What has become of the world? Would that there was someone who could explain this madness. Come to think of it, did not Seratheus speak of releasing the world from its bonds in the Seafloor Shrine? If this is indeed the world unbound, then perhaps we ought to seek out his wisdom.
Some of us get complacent. I train every day. Well, this is no good. Can't let myself get distracted.
My legs are as lead. Nor for it, but to cut my teeth in a real
It is quiet about.
If this experiment was a fail...
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
We scholars must gird ourselves with knowledge.
It is hard to find my footing in this darkness.
I suspected as much, given that one might hypothesize. In any case, we ought to apprise one another. Ah, yes. I trust it has not escaped your notice. After you vanished, together with 'twas perhaps a month from that evil day, when a new calamity befell us. A host of dragons descended from the skies, and fell upon the land with Fang. Luz the Oracle called upon me ere you arrived. As she tells it, Melve and its environs have already fallen prey to the beast. It is surely only a matter of time before the rest of the kingdom follows suit. I found the poor creature collapsed. Recognizing your pawn, I decided to take the ailing. I thought it possible that the Arisen's pawn might hold the key to making sense of all this madness. Alas, try what I might, your pawn will not wake. Mayhap you will succeed where I could not. The pawn is, after all, yours to command. Indeed, then I shall take my turn. In your absence, I had hoped your pawn might yield me some information. But as you have returned, tell me, Arisen, what became of you this past month? So, following your plunge into the sea on the dragon's back, some mystic could that have been the world forged? Yet why would such a being linger in those fathomless depths? And speculate I shall. This ought to prove a fruitful avenue of it now, if you can find a way to end.
Oh, Master. How long I've slept. But worry not. Now that...
comfort in the humdrum of daily...
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well.
Something smells lovely.
The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey.
Suppose I better get to work.
Fly when I'm here.
Feels eerie with no one about.
Stay a while.
Some of us get complacent, but I train every day.
I'm in fine faculty.
Surely I'm overdue a day off. Can scarce afford to keep us fed these days.
As a matter of fact, it cannot be denied. When I was an archer, my bowmanship left much to be desired. Well, I am a thief now. If there is a skill or talent to be learned, I shall soon see it mastered.
Interested in my wares?
As I have my elf, I shan't complain.
Barely drag my ass out of bed. Well then, sir. How much will you make any
This sits funny with me, truth be told.
Have a look.
Hoy! Looking to... No need to overthink it. You could... Change it on a whim. You've naught to lose, and you... Many thanks.
Interested in my wares?
Strange. Suppose I wouldn't have amounted to much anyway. That's it! I've had enough!
Hoy! Looking to... No need to overthink it. You... Then change it on a whim. Pleasure doing business.
Well met, sir. How might I do the same?
I must be grateful. I must have a full bed.
You saw the sky fall wherever the sky... Or so I had assumed. Yet aught here appears to be different. I must examine that creature.
The path through this rock has been sealed to us. There's naught for it but to search for an alternate route.
Yes, of course.
Many paths are close to us now, on account of the dragon's descent, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction. But I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt.
My curative magics are at your disposal.
Wait right there.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
That's enough. I can take you. You dare!
This is where I fall.
Principles are moving as dust on the wind.
Cut one monster down and two more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective.
This cannot continue.
You're really pushing your luck.
This is where my luck runs out.
Couldn't have done better myself.
How'd you like that?
It seems this is the only...
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly...
Naught can be achieved without sacrifice.
I shan't let them fall.
Fine welcome indeed. I can only hope that the worst is now behind us.
The month I spent with Lord Phases was a queer experience indeed. Though my mind was perpetually unclear, I always felt you...
Alas, a theory unproven is of little practical use.
Strike me if you can.
What a waste.
Cut one monster down and 2 more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective. There must be a way out of this.
Few know the real nature of the dragon. Fell powers are twice as terrible in the flesh. Only truly impartial.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait right there. Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid. Well done. You truly are formidable, Arisen. Cut one monster down and 2 more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective.
The tide is turning against us.
Uncovered the truth of the dragon.
gladly oblige.
Cut one monster down and 2 more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus.
My theories on manifesting the dragon have worked. There it is! The dragon at the heart of all this destruction.
Magics are at your disposal. Wait right there. Try not to catch cold. Tremendous work!
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
Forgive me for being a burden arisen. Perhaps destroying yon urn will have some effect. Never did I imagine such a dragon could exist. 'Tis a glad thing we felled it.
Still, I am uneasy. There is no telling how much longer we shall be able to remain here. Still,
The so-called Forbidden Magic Research Lab appears to have been constructed rather recently.
Indeed. And the researchers employed there are as tight-lipped as they come.
'Tis all very secretive. I wonder what the citizenry make of it.
Still, I am uneasy.
I must earn the people's faith.
Oh my!
There's got to be something fun to do.
Do with a decent supper?
Got work needs doing.
Mayhap I'll buy myself a new sword next pay.
Would that I ne'er had to
Interested
leave.
in my wares?
Can
Reckon I'd
scarce
spend my
afford
life
to
here
keep
if
us
I
fed
could.
these days.
Spend all day here.
I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles.
I cannot begin to fathom what will become of the world after this.
In truth, I cannot help but fear what lies ahead. Yet I shall defend our master's world all the same.
Mayhap 'tis time you used your lantern, Master.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful should we encounter another speaker.
Since times of eld, remember, draconic blood flows through the... veins of lesser drakes. Then I bid ye farewell.
I do so... enjoy stocking up on supplies.
I hope our coin purse isn't too much lighter.
I quite agree. As a matter of fact, every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists.
Each to their own.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen? My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use... Tis a pity we must part after sharing such a... I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. At least I go knowing I fought to the best. I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful should we encounter another speaker.
'Twill be an honor to serve by your side. It is a pleasure to meet you. I'll be your teeth, should your party lack for bite. Such as the warriors lot. Are you fit to travel? Then let's not dawdle. Pray, call upon me again another time.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Apart from my joints, need anything? Stop by again soon.
Welcome to Pure, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So hope to see you again.
The sky glows red.
I fear
with
for the Arbor.
fury.
Yet from
What
sea
have
there
we
is
done
far
to
more at
earn
stake
its
here.
ire?
The very world is under threat. Salma Arenfeld, Alekano Nandewin. Halan Oxtolin
Vindamun. Nun liatilmo. Ronde Minotaur.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
What have we done to earn its ire?
The very world is under threat.
Isolad Fanun, Nandawin Le Karen.
Ne afer morfin in Tarma. Afer pele in Minisvana.
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but ours is a party of... women, by and large.
And yet, no two of us are the same. I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
We must not let down our guard.
These humans are only truly defeated
when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. You have my protection. I think not.
You seem to have been chilled. Are you all right?
I cannot let myself be overcome. Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid. Holy attacks will serve us well here. Then we know what must needs be done.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
This ends here!
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
No longer do I feel the probing gaze of the Watching One. Is this your doing, newest of the Arisen? I am he who brought the dragon low, and o'er its bones raised the proud kingdom of Vermin. Despite the magnitude of my feat, I was dissatisfied and sought e'er greater heights, till at last I ruled the world entire. Thus did I come to know of the Watching One, the being by whose many eyes and ears no one or thing in this world goes unobserved. As to the purpose with which they watch, I know not, yet I did divine one thing. This world has lain neath the Watching One's unwavering gaze ere the dawn of its history. I despaired at this discovery, for if all is but a stage, did that not render my hard-won glories, my throne astride the world, mere spectacles for the all-seeing eye to watch? Aye, 'twas all a farce, and I, the fool, exulting in my wooden crown. Do you understand, newest of the Arisen? This is why I sought to fell the Watching One. Alas, though I cut down all who seemed false, be they man or woman, human or beastman, young or old, I did not succeed. Indeed, my efforts led only to my own ruin. I was dubbed the Mad Sovereign, and by the hand of a new Arisen, consigned to this place forevermore. Yet, I can only assume that you have achieved what I could not. How else to explain the changes I sense in the world? Ah, what bitter gall that I cannot witness the outcome for myself. Falter not, newest of the Arisen. For your path is just, and fading spirit though I am, I may yet summon those who can be of aid to you.
I see you have returned, Arisen One. The Mad Sovereign has called, and so we answer. If you would save the people of this world from ruin, lead them here, for this place may chance to escape the coming destruction.
I imagine the people of this world will welcome the tidings that there is a place of refuge awaiting them.
Right you are.
We too once bore the mantle of Arisen, though no longer. As we walked our respective paths, each of us lost the incomparable strength of will that made us Arisen. One in despair of the dragon's boundless might, one in pursuit of vengeance's cold comfort, and one for fear of what fate held in store. Yet you bear it still, Arisen One. Hold fast to your strength of will, for it shall doubtless lend you the strength you will need to spare this world its end.
The Arisen comes. Is this meeting also by the dragon's design? Then I bid ye farewell.
The Mad Sovereign's power yet girds this place. It could prove the last bastion of hope for the people of this world. Alas, 'twill not hold forever. The coming destruction can only truly be forestalled if 'tis sundered at its heart.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
You've pushed your luck too far.
I'll not take that from you.
Pray calm yourselves, good people. I will have none of this squabbling.
So, Manella, you don't understand. This scoundrel's the one who started it.
No, you don't understand. This is no time for the people of Batal to be quarrelling amongst themselves. We shan't weather this calamity unless we can recall our common purpose and unite our efforts towards it.
I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll...
Ah, Sir Arisen, with the world in such disarray, I could not stand to be away from my homeland. Thus did I return, to render what aid I may. I maintain order as best I can, but for every fire I extinguish, it seems 3 more are incited behind my back. But enough of my woes. What brings you here? You wish us to evacuate? Mayhap the idea merits some thought. After all, if we sit on our haunches, 'tis likely only a matter of time before we share the fate of Mel. Alas, the people of Batal are far from united in purpose at present. Should we proceed, unheeding of their divisions, I fear that our efforts would come undone ere long. With every soul at their wits' end, conflict is like to spark at the slightest provocation. As such, before we take any measures, I would have you walk amongst the people, Sir Arisen. Behold their plight with your own eyes. And should you encounter any discord, pray do aught you can to resolve the people's quarrels and assuage their fears. Such efforts will doubtless allow the evacuation to proceed all the more smoothly. As for me, my work here is far from done. Let us part ways for now, and reconvene when you have accomplished all you can.
Flared tempers are understandable given the circumstances. Let us aid in mediating the quarrels.
That's quite enough. You'll get what's coming to you. Haven't you had enough yet? That's quite enough. Haven't you had enough yet?
Mayhap we could bring the people to the seafloor shrine. I expect it would grant us a bit more time.
But will the people do as we suggest? The crux of the problem is how best to convince them.
Ah! You're just riding on your father's coattails!
You slander my honor, sir! I demand a duel. This is no business of yours. Be gone!
Now, Nara, let's not be too hasty. If we are to duel, we ought to have a witness. Otherwise, who's to say the victor fought with honor?
Aye, true enough. Without a witness, either of us could simply kill the other, then disavow the use of any underhandedness. Well, sir, what say you? Will you watch over us while I take this scoundrel to task? You have my gratitude, sir. Let us delay no further. Come, Scario. Prepare yourself.
Have at you!
Huh? Wait, what?
Is that the best she can do? Oh, don't let them get the better of you.
What to make of this?
Stand strong!
I'd rather just
Now
stay
here's a
out of
welcome.
Don't let them get the better of you.
Making a living as a soldier.
There's no getting these hands clean, I fear.
Interested in my wares?
I admit it. I underestimated your skill. The loss is mine.
Nay, 'twas I who underestimated you. I'd thought to score an easy victory, but you fought fair and capably.
We owe you a debt, sir. 'Tis on your account that we've seen some sense. Were it not for your timely appearance, I'd wager this nonsense might have cost one of us their life.
Indeed. Better to hone our respective skills than take up arms against petty slights, I say.
It seems some things can only be resolved by crossing... blades. But I doubt they'll quarrel again after this.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy aught.
Oi! I saw it first. Phew, trust a flea-ridden hide to take it all for himself.
Why must I share with a fangless one? This is no more your food than Batal is your land.
You there! You couldn't have come at a better time. Put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? Go on, lay into it. If that's what you think, why don't you mind your own business?
Aye, clear off. Pretty words shan't fill our bellies.
How might I be of service? Welcome, and as a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate, we are... excellent service, at a fair price. Always a pleasure.
You said it's bad to hurt people. Wow! Thanks, sir. Say, Rakim, would you like some? I can't eat all this myself.
Really? Thanks. That's mighty kind of you. If only our fathers could do the same.
Oi, leave my kid alone.
You're not some child snatcher, are you?
Wait. You shared your food with them. Thank you, sir. As for you, Nomos, 'twould seem we were both but looking out for our children, eh?
Aye. Mayhap we're not so different after all. And we've both our children fed. We've no reason to quarrel.
The desire to protect one's kin transcends race and culture. It just goes to show, we are none of us so different.
A result to be proud of.
Looking for aught in particular?
I'm done.
I've had well enough of your nitpicking.
I reckon the world would be better off without you.
Oi, you! Don't go poking your nose in our business. This is between us.
Aye, leave off or we'll make you.
I've never been this scared in my life. Anyone?
Plan to roll over and die, then? This now. Interested in my wares?
I'm so scared. Steel yourself. I know you've got it in you. Hang in there. You'll pull through. Hold fast to your convictions.
Fine. This one's got thick skin.
You're telling me? I don't think I've got another punch left in me.
Bah. I can't stomach more quarrelling after this. It's drained the fight right out of me.
Too right. I've clean forgotten what we were arguing about to begin with, if I'm honest.
What am I to do? There's no time for a saucy rumor.
Interested in my wares?
To press on. There's much
The citizenry speak highly of your deeds, Sir Arisen. It seems you have made rather an impact. The people of Batal are beginning to see that they must stand together if they are to survive this calamity. We shall see the fruits of your labors when the time comes to evacuate. Methinks we can expect little opposition to the announcement. Pray, return to Empress Nadinia and apprise her of your achievements. I must remain here to ensure no further squabbles arise. Heavens only know how many lives you have saved this day, Sir Arisen. I hope you will accept this humble reward for your efforts.
What say we report back to Empress Nadinia? Her Majesty ought be willing to commence the evacuation now.
I am well aware of the particulars.
I'm in fine fashion.
Surely I'm overdue a day off.
I believe in is myself. I only polished it this morning.
May this prayer bring people's salvation.
I am proud of my devotion, as well I should be. Wickedness has no call. Any chaps to your own.
Her Majesty has begun her supplications. None may see her ere they conclude.
Stay your hand, Vera. This one may pass. Come hither. We would speak with you. One of our ministers informs us that you have been espied in the city, resolving the people's troubles. You have our gratitude, for it seems your efforts have served to remind the people of this nation of their common purpose. We would present you with this gift, as a small token of our esteem, and wish you good fortune on your journey, wheresoe'er it may take you.
Pray excuse the interruption, Your Majesty, but I fear time is upon us. I would see you prepared for the road ahead.
Indeed. Forgive us, but we must take our leave. Farewell.
That Batal and the rest down are now safely evacuated. I'm certain we can rely upon Sir Manella to keep the peace.
Outstanding!
I am proud to carry out my duty. If anyone can see us through this calamity, I do believe 'tis you.
We must make haste. The red clouds draw it. Near.
We ought to choose our next destination based on the movements of the clouds.
Some of us get complacent, but I train every day.
Pray in, ne'er put gold in my pocket.
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
Naught to look forward to, but a long day of work.
Idleness is a luxury I can rarely afford.
Someone smells the vibe.
I'm done for, aren't I?
Crack a few skulls if you want to be topped off.
I've got the sharpest ears in town.
I can't take
Interested in my wares?
I have a dozen.
I could use a bit of peace and quiet.
I shall be off.
Someone to talk to.
Or an
I get along with everyone.
I've got the sharpest ears in town.
Go on and on.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
The very world is under threat.
Dragon was no ordinary beast. Formidable, we must challenge and defeat it through the same. Strike fast and true, and I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Prepare yourself! Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Thy own. Lightning will give us an advantage against it. We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Even the Armor Heart could not safeguard this place from the fiend's onslaught. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
The fiend moves nimbly by clinging to the terrain. Try to keep it within your gaze at all times. Mayhap, if we follow close behind it, we could find a way to get ourselves into an advantageous position. Understood. Then I shall remain by your side. I shan't let them on me. any further harm to come to you. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly. Thank you for this empathy. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. We've an opening. Focus your attacks. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Of course. The brine have receded. We'll not find a better opening. Strike the horn. Now! Has passed by our efforts, if only for a time. We need not words to show our intentions. The elves may come to trust us if we prove ourselves indeed. The elves are a people worth befriending, if we can but find a way to soften their hearts.
Andarin fe no indilran a Newman.
Lomentari. Lungtena peli telume, ane martir, tindome ingarina fa alme al carwa? Fionar elwe arfarne nenwen sur orne? Al carwa fir nun eldaya menelume sur carilm. Vanelin huror sorom, sorne an fameltol. Nullis amanda kill angadur femor.
I admire your dedication, Master. 'Tis no small feat to hone one's skills so fine.
We pawns must endeavor not to fall behind.
Nun ve oyonda atar. Nun ve oyonda atar.
Onne kasinke fanilm.
Nelis Kaliel.
Nihia Meniel, Falia Tielvana Tasur.
Salma Aren.
Nun lia tilmo.
Tanun with Angor. In Lalasta.
Halan Ostolintan.
Kemen Ross, Akasar. Aren Fer.
Kirandone Halana.
Ayolot, Ronde Militar.
Etela el Dalia Ninwe el One. Do you know anything of this calamity? Anything that might help to prevent it? There is much I do not.
Kirandone Halana. Alekanonande.
Intal ne Malanta.
The Arbor Heart's voice grows ever fainter.
Hermin. Heruar Lintan.
Isolad Fanum.
I cannot stand to think that the world might. Has no one else noticed her decline?
Valis Harenon, Halana Fear in Mine.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Kemen Ross, Akasar. Aren Fel.
Isilrod Fanon. Fenenumen in Taya.
Vaitane Filna.
Nun ve oyonda atar.
Ilmen Arenfanne.
Isilrod Fanan.
Salma Arenfan. Alekano Nandik.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Working this field all I know. I'm not stopping.
But much to do yet.
Fancy a look at my wares?
So, need anything? Many thanks.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Your Majesty, how glad I am to see you safe. Where have you been this past month? The end of the world. Are things truly so dire? Though, I am aware of the dragon attack on Melv. We received word that naught but a smoking ruin remains. 'Twas a tragedy, and I would not see it repeated. However, without a clear path, we in the Guard shall be hard-pressed to forestall the impending crisis. You would have me evacuate the city? I see. Mayhap 'twould be for the best. Ever since the fall of Melv, the citizens of Vernworth have lived in fear that their homes are next to be assailed. If there is safe harbor to be found elsewhere, I believe we have naught to lose by seeking sanctuary. But I doubt I could convince the people of this city to abandon their homes, however terrified they may be. Methinks your Majesty would do better to ask this of the Regent King. After the false sovereign vanished and the world was altered, His Grace has been the one keeping order here in Vermont. If the people will heed anyone, 'tis him.
Maintaining order in Vermont must be quite a burden upon the young Regent King. Let us aid him however we may.
I am well aware of the particulars.
Try all I might. I can't get the salt off my skin.
Aye, this year's deal looks to be plenty.
Bunch of sluggards.
We shall await you here, Master.
This patrolling does a number on my shoulders. Sometimes I wonder if
So you've come. I'm glad to see you. Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal, a full-scale evacuation of the citizenry. Truth be told, I had reached the same conclusion. So long as we cower within these walls, we must live in fear of going the way of Melv. My ministers have approved the plans, and I have petitioned the encampment survivors and the Thieves' Guild for aid. The only remaining obstacle is my mother. She has set herself stubbornly against any such flight. I have tried to make her see reason, but of late she has taken to shutting herself in her chambers. However, I fear that my position permits me to entertain her fancy no longer. I must put the needs of the common folk before her selfish whims. Now, there are a few matters I must attend to before we can evacuate, and I would fain welcome your assistance. We will require several ox carts to carry the sick and aged out of the city. Might I prevail upon you to petition the merchant at the ox cart station in the west of the city for their use? You may assure him that the royal treasury will foot any and all expenses.
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers, and all her meals come back scarcely touched. Between you and me, I fear for her health.
Have you come to claim my life, Arisen? Well, far be it from me to deny you, but I shall go to the grave with a smile on my lips, for I have no regrets. All I did for my darling son. So do as you will. I have no intention of begging for mercy. What are you doing? Unhand me at once! Guards, help me!
You have brought Mother to me, I see. My thanks, friend. You have done me a great service.
Sven.
You may leave us. Now that we can speak without a door twixt us, I am confident that I can persuade her. This was in Mother's room. I did wonder where it had gotten off to. But why would she... Mother, I must beg your forgiveness. I believed that you desired to make me sovereign solely for your own benefit. Yet in truth, you sought to better the lot of our people.
Ah, but I would have benefited. And handsomely at that. Besides, I cannot deny that I was proud. I wished to see my own son on the throne, and no other.
Even so, I cannot help but feel that all of this could have been avoided. Had I only been more attentive, if I had but better known your heart, I could have shared in your burdens. You would not have had to suffer alone, and perhaps together we could have walked a better path.
Oh, Sven.
Mother, I beg you, join the evacuation. You need not fall with this city. I would not see you take your crimes wholly on your own shoulders. That weight is as much mine to bear as 'tis yours.
My son, you truly would make a fine and goodly ruler. Your kindness will save many lives. Of that I have no doubt.
So tight. I'd kick just about anywhere. Such quietude is a blessing. I'm unsure how.
At such peace.
I don't mind going to a long day of work.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm
too early for dinner.
What
out at last.
'Tis good to be reunited.
There's adventure to be had, if one is.
Be gone with you, ruffian. These carts are mine. I paid good gold for them. And if you think I'll surrender a single one, you'd best think again. I require the use of all of them to transport my wealth to safety. Fie! What are you doing? Put that away. No, spare me. I pray you. I fear for my life.
Well, reckon he won't be coming back here in a hurry. As a matter of fact, I'd like to thank you for that. It didn't sit right, see? Having my wares claimed by some puffed-up minister trying to save his own skin. Anyhow, as long as I've got my gold, who takes the carts is no concern of mine. And if that craven comes crawling back, I'll tell him bandits took them.
They say a crisis reveals one's true character, but that man was no less miserably selfish than he always seemed.
You have my support.
My legs are stiff as boards after training.
This is no life. Can't get by on rest. We shall remain here.
Whatever happens here, anyhow. Such quietude.
Boots laced, belt strapped. I'm ready for intro.
Mother, I must beg your forgiveness. I believed that you desired to make me sovereign solely for your own benefit. Yet in truth, you sought to better the
but besides...
Even so, if I had but better, you would not have had to
Oh, Sven.
Mother, I beg you. I would not see you take your crimes. That weight is as much mine to...
My son, your kindness will save many lives. Of that I have no doubt.
Ah, you've returned. How fares your procurement of those carts? You do? My thanks. That puts paid to the last of our preparations. I will inform the citizenry forthwith.
Not compared to real now. Townspeople depend on me.
All this quiet makes me itch to cause a stir.
I could see myself. Not sure why I'm troubled. Such peace.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm fine.
Would that I could shed my
Time to be heading home.
This kingdom has no future.
I'll find myself some work today.
Nothing more deadly. than getting comfortable.
Since times of remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drake. As well. Then I bid ye farewell.
Nun lia tilmo.
Tanun with Angor. Vinantai.
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but Vernworth is where our journey truly began. Every step we have taken since is a treasured memory, even the missteps. We shall carry this city in our hearts, wherever we tread.
Well, that's something. Apart from my giant service, I've not to complain of.
Are you in the market for something in particular? Hope to see you again.
lovely. I might... Stay here, enjoy life where and when I can.
Time to be heading home. Fancy a look at my wares?
My head hurts.
First all my equipment.
Will come up today. I just know it.
Have we purchased all that we require? We ought to review the contents of our packs, just to be sure.
Pray, light your lantern, Master.
Where are the skeletons? It has a resistance to ice. I will protect you. What is it? What has happened to your magic? These beasts are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. What bell can you hold the enemy's focus, and I shall strike them down. Victory. We must employ every tool and tactic at our disposal. It seems we have enraged our foe. Might we not use their range to our advantage? By your leave. Magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment. We must rally. Panicking will only play to the enemy's advantage. Whatever we can to knock it off balance. It is certainly worth a try. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise. Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
find a way to keep it from summoning spirits. Lest we be faced with an unending horde. Then let us fend, and grant its servants their deserved rest. Focus your strength, Arisen! I knew you would prevail, Master. We can ill afford to grow overconfident. Our foe is not yet routed. Outstanding. I shall finish this for the Arisen! Holy attacks are our best bet against this foe. Then we know what must needs be done. Certainly, Arisen. How might I be of aid? Take care where you place your feet. A sharp incline is as light to throw us off balance as 'tis our enemies. Another battle, with nary a moment to breathe. We must try to find a moment to gather our strength. I shan't let them harm you. Come to think of it, our ranks have gone unchanged for a while now.
Our combined might is a force to be reckoned with. I say we forge on together, for as long as we may.
Not even Vernworth is safe from the pool of destruction. Now we face a foe no less ruthless than the dragon. I shall not rest till it has tasted every ounce of fear it has inflicted. I think not. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there. True sovereign. It matters not. We shall rise to face this calamity, wriggle without their support. I will protect you. Our foe is blessed of swiftness, yet the terrain is in our favor. With plentiful footholds from which to strike. Are the rest of you faring all right? Aid for the fallen takes precedence over all else. Stay with me, Risen. Wait a moment. I'm saved. Thank you, Risen. Have my protection. Heedlessness. Stop! Look out, Arisen! We're under attack! Shall fall. Still prevail. Though I fear for our chances. We must formulate a strategy. All together now. The attack has won. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Here. Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait a moment. Creature is gone. Let us revel in the knowledge that this region has escaped its destruction. "'Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside. Another encounter? I ill like this. We are already hard-pressed from our previous engagement.
Not bad.
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. I'll save you! Go where your help is needed.
This might be worth a read. Let's have a look, then.
'Tis a pleasure to meet you.
Fancy it. Greetings. I expect you must be weary from your travels, but you'll find this hot spring well worth the trip. Its healing waters draw upon the volcano's natural heat. Always a pleasure.
I only hope my best is good. 'Tis a joy to see you again. Nice place this.
I cannot stand to remain here another moment.
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done. But not without its charm.